Hello and welcome to the 2-year Plain Wellness Update video. I will say it again. It has been 2 years since our founding, which blows my mind because time has gone super fast. It doesn't feel like it's been 2 years, but it has. So I want to do an update video, kind of let you know what we have going on. We're going to be talking about Hand Tool Haven, which is happening next month. We're going to be talking about our courses, our students. We have some data to show you guys. We're going to be talking about our memberships and our new merchandise that we're offering. I'm also going to have some admin updates or back-end operation type updates. And then we're also going to be talking about our finances to kind of let you know where we stand with that as well. The first thing that I have to mention is if you want to stay up to date with us, because I don't have a lot of time to do videos like all the time doing updates. So if you want to stay in the loop, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram. If you want to know when we post new courses, if you go to our webpage, scroll down to the bottom, you can subscribe to our newsletter. We'll let you know when new courses are posted, and we also post monthly newsletters to kind of keep you in the loop. Our first category is Hand Tool Haven, which is going to be amazing. It's happening next month, which is, I think, like 37 days away or something like that, which is crazy too because I remember starting to plan it a year ago. But it's going to be an amazing event. We have an amazing list of sponsors that really made this event possible. Because we are a new organization, we didn't have a lot of money to invest in renting the facility and doing all the marketing and doing all of that kind of stuff. So the sponsors really made this event possible. We also have an amazing list of vendors. There's going to be everything from vintage tools to custom-made hand planes to custom-made marking knives, saws, all kinds of stuff. Really, there's just going to be something for everybody. The other thing that I want to highlight is our door prize, which is a high vise that's made by Albert Klein. Albert Klein does some beautiful marquetry, so he volunteered his time to make this for us, and it is just fantastic. Anybody that enters the event, pre-sale, or if you're going to pay at the door, you get entered into the door prize, which somebody is going to be going home with an amazing vise. We also got our Game of Chance license for the event, so we're going to be hosting different raffles. We're going to have a 50-50 raffle as well, and then we're also going to be having some silent auctions. We've received a lot of tool donations, everything from vintage tools to custom-made tools. They're just going to be awesome. I've been amazed with the kind of tools that we've been getting donated to help us raise the funds. And that is the point of all of these different things. So the raffles, the 50-50, the silent auctions, every single dime raised in those is going to be used to advancing our mission of improving mental wellness through woodworking. We also have a guest speaker, which is going to be Logan Whitmer. Popular Woodworking, Fine Woodworking, and Woodsmith are going to be putting on a whole bunch of different demonstrations and presentations during the event as well. They got to take over an entire room to do whatever they wanted. So really, I know I'm biased, but it's going to be a fantastic event, and I highly recommend checking it out and trying to go if you can, because the trip will be worth it, trust me. Our next topic is students and courses, and the first thing that I want to mention is we are now officially a nationwide organization. We have students in 32 different states, which is 64% of the nation. And so far, we have hosted 83 course hours and given out 87 free seats to our mission students. One of the things I also track is our standard students, those that pay for a course. We have given out 36 seats to them, and that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see more mission students than paid students or standard students because that is our mission. And we are delivering on our mission promise, because our mission students complete more than twice as many classes as our standard students do. In fact, 49.3% of our mission students come back to take 2 or more courses, and that again is exactly what we want. Of our mission students, 68% have a mental health diagnosis, 49% are veterans with a disability rating, and 23% have a physical disability. So we are fulfilling our mission promise, which is just fantastic to see. And I got to give a huge shout out to one of our board members, Steve, because he put all of these numbers together. And I'm just very happy to see the data that our mission is working. We are being able to reach students and help them and give them free courses so they can improve their mental wellness. And it's just fantastic to see that in data, the proof. You know what I mean? Steve also pulled numbers to show that our students are as passionate about this mission as we are. Of course, we have no shows and we have cancellations, but 92.5% of our students complete the courses, and that is just fantastic. Specifically looking at our courses so far, we've had a wide range of courses from multiple different teachers. So we've had courses with James Wright, Eric Mayer, Ryan Bernard, Ashley Piper, and Elizabeth Weber. Upcoming courses, we have more with James, Eric, and Ryan. We also have Chris with Nova Labs and Albert Klein. On that note, Chris and Albert make 2 new in-person locations. So we have Fairfax, Virginia, Nova Labs, and we have Laurel, Maryland with Albert. So I think I've mentioned this before, and the goal is to have in-person locations throughout the nation. We are a nationwide organization for our virtual courses. We have some in-person locations currently, but my goal is to have them everywhere. So if a student wants to attend in person, there is a class close to them that they can go to. Next, I want to talk about membership. So if you've been following along, you know that we have a Patreon page. But the issue with Patreon is it has a ton of fees. And I reached out multiple times to see if they had any kind of nonprofit discount for us, and they didn't. They take something like 8%, and we are expanding. We now have a team of people helping out, and I need to add team members to that to be able to let them manage that Patreon account. But if we were going to do that, they were going to up our fees to 12%. So we said enough is enough, and we have switched everything over to Zeffy, and we now have Plain Wellness memberships, which I'm really excited to see kind of what it turns into. I mean, there can be special members meetings or members newsletters or something like that. It opens up a lot more opportunities and a heck of a lot less fees. The other thing with Zeffy is it is free to use and geared to nonprofits. So donation letters and all that kind of stuff get sent automatically. So just all around, it's a great change. I do have to say, too, that memberships are one of the best ways that you can help us out because we don't make money on courses. Any money that we get on courses is essentially going to paying our teachers or sending materials out to our mission students. So when you subscribe to be a member, you are donating to us monthly, which gives us something consistent that we can rely on when we start planning for future things like setting up new in-person locations and eventually having our own facility. So I would highly recommend, if you want to support our organization, checking out our membership page. And again, I'll put links to everything down below. Kind of bundled in with memberships is our new merchandise line called Woodworkers for Wellness. Woodworkers for Wellness are what we are calling our Plain Wellness members, but I thought about it a little bit more, and I think it would be cool to offer that merch line to the public, to people that also aren't members, because Woodworkers for Wellness is kind of the underlying mission that we have going along with Plain Wellness. So Woodworkers for Wellness are individuals that believe in our mission. They believe in making woodworking more accessible. They believe in supporting their fellow woodworker, and they believe in improving mental wellness through woodworking. So we have a whole bunch of different things that are available for purchase. All of the proceeds from them do go to advancing our mission. So we have t-shirts, hats, stickers, aprons. We even got some Crocs on there because if you know me personally, I pretty much just wear Crocs all day, so I thought that was really cool that they were there. So purchasing from our Shopify store is another fantastic way that you can help us out because it not only helps us out financially, but it also helps us out by spreading the word that we exist. Walking around with one of our mugs or our hats or wearing our shirts is spreading the word about our organization and the movement that we want to start with the Woodworkers for Wellness idea. Next, I want to go over some of our admin stuff, or the back-end operations, behind-the-scene things that you guys don't hear about often. So we've officially put together an operations committee, which I personally can't even stress how huge that is because I now have a team of people that are helping me out with all of this back-end stuff. So the operations committee is going to be focusing on a number of different things. So they're going to be focusing on Google Ads, streamlining our registrations, social media posting, donor communications, and newsletters. We also now have somebody to help us with QuickBooks so we can get really accurate reports at the click of a button. They're also going to be focusing on some outreach, and we just added an individual that's going to take a crack at applying for a couple different grants for us because so far we haven't even tapped into grant funding, and all of our funding so far has been crowdfunding, which is amazing because, I mean, that clearly shows that people are believing in and supporting this mission. I'll talk about more of that in the next area. I've also been looking for more teachers because we have a great group of moderators now that we're able to expand our teachers base to be able to offer more courses. So if you're interested in teaching or you know anybody that's interested in teaching, feel free to have them reach out to me. We've also been attending different woodworking shows to help spread the word about our event and about our mission, and also to look for students, look for teachers, those kinds of things. I also did an interview with James Wright, and I have an upcoming interview coming up with Hand Planes and Coffee, which is A Plain Life with Greg Ricketts. We've also added different policies and procedures and different programs to help us all work together. Now that we've got this whole team, we've added something called Asana to help us track to-dos and work together, and Slack, and it's just really cool to see this small going operation now starting to advance and expand and get a team and get people working together, and it's it's just amazing. I don't know how else to say it. So needless to say, the behind the scenes stuff is just going fantastic, and I'm really, really excited to see what that turns into as well, because the more streamlined we are on the back end, the more outreach we'll be able to do, the more students we'll be able to help, the more seamless their experience with us as well, which is going to help improve their mental wellness also. So it's just fantastic, and thank you to all of you that have helped with any of that. If you volunteered any amount of time or anything like that, just know that I appreciate you guys way more than you know. The last category is finances, and I am very, very excited to announce that we are on track to meet last year's funding in just 6 months. I am fully confident the Hand Tool Haven will take us over the budget that we were hoping to accomplish by the end of the year in just 6 months, and that is just fantastic. A huge portion of that fundraising came from the Can I Have It Facebook group, because they do a mental health awareness fundraiser for us where the proceeds get donated to us, and they raised over $15,000 to help advance our mission, which is just fantastic. All of the support that we have seen over the last 2 years really shows me that people are getting behind this mission, they're believing in it, and they are supporting it, and just a heartfelt thank you so much, because this has been a dream of mine, and now the dream is coming true, and you saw the numbers, we truly are helping students, and we are helping improve mental wellness through woodworking, and it's just amazing. With all of this support, we have been able to invest more in our courses, which truly means investing more in our teachers, because they're the whole reason this thing is operational and it works, because they are posting courses and teaching students and all of that kind of stuff. So we were able to invest more in them, and at the same time continue saving for our own retreat facility where we can host in-person courses, have students stay on site in mini cabins, woodwork during the day, have campfires at night, maybe take hikes. I mean, it's just amazing that we're able to do both at the same time, and all of that is thanks to you guys who have believed in us and supported us from the very beginning. So again, thank you so much. The last thing that I want to add is something that I don't like adding into updates and into videos and stuff like that, but it's a common question that I get, is what percentage of your funding goes to paying employees? I am technically the only employee, and I still do not take a paycheck from the organization. Eventually that will change. I'll need to leave my full-time job and take a paycheck from Plain Wellness. When that does happen, I'm going to announce it everywhere so everybody's fully aware, all that kind of stuff. Our teachers are 1099 contracted. They are paid, but again, they are kind of the whole foundation of our mission, because they are the ones that are hosting courses and all of that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me. So I think that's all I have for updates. I am fully confident that there are things that I missed, that there are people I should have shouted out, and all of that kind of stuff. Again, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, because we're really good at keeping that up to date and doing shout outs there. But to try to look back at the entire 2 years or 1 year and try to put that all into a video and into my brain to put in the video is just impossible. So follow us on social media. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anything like that, of course, let us know down below. And again, I just have to say thank you for making this mission possible. Thank you for helping us advance. Thank you for helping all of the students we've been able to help. I mean, it just blows my mind that it's just gone so well. But I'm going to say that over and over again. You guys are going to hear me say that multiple times, because I truly, truly am just grateful and humbled and blessed for everything, with just how amazing the mission has grown. And it really, really does show me that there has been a need here, and we are filling that need. So again, thank you.